Keep it coming. It's coming. It's coming. Today. You see, anytime we start the show taking things like this, you know that there's problem in the entertainment industry. Hey.
Guys, it is Wednesday and the entertainment world is on fire, like literally on fire. From celebrity apologies to music debates that have everyone talking right now. The headlines are non-stop. I mean, I'm on chokehold right now. But of course, welcome to Take 3, your go-to for entertainment news and analysis. My name is Kate Adeogun.
Yep, and I'm Adewo, aka the voice of God. Today's hot topics have the internet buzzing. First up, Eddie Bliss, she actually apologized to Mercy Johnson and people talked about it as well. And the one that got social media ablaze yesterday, my phone was on fire. Seun Kuti calls out Wizkid over Fela's legacy, sparking a debate that totally shut down social media and, keeps opinions divided. We'll talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is drama after drama after drama. And we've got all the tea. Later, and I mean shortly, not even later, shortly, we're about to dive into a deep conversation with our special guest on Afrobeat versus Afrobeats. You see how that little S can make a difference? So we want to see the debate of global relevance. We'll explore how these genres are shaping music, culture, and global perception. Remember, you can join the conversation with us at News Central TV. Leave your comments on our YouTube. We'll be reading them out. And also leave us a message on WhatsApp. The number should be on the screen right about now. And of course, I'm Kevin Jane. Welcome to Take 3 once again. Sit tight. Let's get into E-News. Don't, oh my God, Adele. Don't do that.
On entertainment news, celebrity chef Hilda Baci is kicking off 2026 with another historic achievement, becoming a 3-time Guinness World Records title holder. The news comes from an official email Hilda shared on Instagram, confirming that during her record-setting attempt of the largest serving Nigerian jollof rice last year, she inadvertently also broke the global record for the largest serving of rice overall. Hilda Baci's journey into Guinness history began years earlier. She first became a world record holder in 2023 for the longest individual cooking marathon. Then, in September 2025, she prepared a massive 8,780 kilogram serving of Nigerian-style jollof rice, an effort earned her a second Guinness title at the time. Now, Guinness World Records has officially recognized that same rice effort as not just a jollof record, but also the largest serving of rice ever achieved, making it her third official world record title. Hilda Baci describes the confirmation as a complete surprise, something she stumbled on while casually scrolling through her emails, and a reminder that how God can bring more than you think. To an update to the story that has dominated social media discussions in recent days.
This is an apology message to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Prince Henry Okoje, Mercy Johnson's family.
TikToker Eddie Bliss has publicly apologized to Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson and her family over a viral claim that was later confirmed to be false. In a statement, Eddie Bliss admitted that the allegation, which spread rapidly online, was misleading and caused emotional distress to the actress and her loved ones. The apology comes days after intense public backlash and legal pressure, with many Nigerians calling for greater responsibility and fact-checking among content creators. Mercy Johnson is yet to issue a fresh response, but the development appears to signal a de-escalation of the controversy.
This will be the last of it, and I've also learnt my lesson.
Moving on to global news, Jennifer Hudson, Keisha, John Legend, and Billy Porter are set to honor Mariah Carey at the upcoming Music Cares Grammy Week event. The tribute celebrates Mariah Carey's decades-long impact on the music industry, from record-breaking chart achievements to her influence on generations of artists. Organizers say the night will spotlight Carey's artistry, philanthropy, and cultural legacy, with performances and special moments dedicated to the music legend ahead of the Grammy Awards. In legal entertainment news, media personality Milagro Grams has chosen to represent herself in her ongoing defamation appeal involving Megan Thee Stallion. The decision has raised eyebrows within legal and entertainment circles, as self-representation in high-profile cases often carries significant risks. The appeal follows a ruling connected to the statement made during public commentary surrounding Megan Thee Stallion's legal battles. Observers say the move could either reshape the case or complicate proceedings further. And finally, fans of British pop star Harry Styles have reasons to celebrate. The singer has officially announced a new single titled Aperture, which will serve as the lead release ahead of his upcoming album. According to early details, the project is expected to mark a fresh musical era for Harry Styles, with a blend of experimental sounds and emotional storytelling. Promotional materials have already begun circulating globally, sparking excitement and speculations among fans about the album's direction and release date. From public apologies and legal drama to major music tributes and new releases, the entertainment space continues to deliver headlines making moments. That's all on Entertainment News.
All right, we're going straight into the issue that's causing problem on social media right now. And for those of you who are just joining, we'd like to hear from you. Go on straight up to YouTube, go to our channel at News Central TV and drop your comments live. The debate is hot and we are not alone. Today, we are sweating from inside. Now, Afrobeat royalty is clashing and the internet is lit. Afrobeat singer and activist Seun Kuti has publicly called out Wizkid, accusing the global superstar of disrespecting the legacy of his late father, Fela and Kuti. Now, the drama began when Seun went after Wizkid FC, telling fans to keep Fela's name out of their mouths and to focus on supporting their favorites without giving them titles they do not deserve. Now, in a strong-worded reaction and response, Seun Kuti said Fela's name and contribution to African music should never be taken lightly, especially by artists who benefited from the path that he carved. He reminded everyone that Fela wasn't just a musician, he was a revolutionary. Those who influenced, his influence went beyond hits, making music and global tours. Now, let's quickly hear what a bit of one of the things Seun said. Then we come back into this conversation.
Because Seun said a lot.
He said a lot. So if we could, let's just listen to one of them. Then we quickly talk about this quickly.
Go look the people where they come out, they talk for this matter. And go look people where do justice for Mohbad. Tell me here that they are different. Just tell me that they are different. Anything good, you are doing good, they're going to use Wizkid FC to attack. Attack you. Wow, say in the name of Wizkid. Like say Wizkid now Jesus Christ and God and Fela mix in one. You think Wizkid can protect you? Say because you are Wizkid FC. So that if you can't attack.
All right, so that was a bit of what Seun Kuti said. We couldn't play all, because he was really angry and cussing a lot on that. But Wizkid eventually responded via his own Instagram story. He boldly claimed that he was bigger than Fela, and he now dared Seun Kuti to do his worst. Hey, God, dude. The back and forth has ignited a heated online debate. Some fans say Wizkid represents the new era of Afrobeats. Then he doesn't owe anybody any explanation. Others stand with Seun, insisting that they respect the pioneers and it's non-negotiable. For now, the culture is watching and it's a huge debate. We're not going to talk about this alone. We have in our studio with us the one and only KC. He's an on-air personality and the head of music at City FM. KC, welcome.
Welcome back, KC.
Welcome.
Our first guest on Take 3.
Yeah, this is,
yeah,
okay.
it was.
For real, okay.
Yeah, it was first guest. It was.
Nah, he was, yes.
What a way to be your first guest.
No, then. But now, you're
So
the
KC,
second one.
the matter on the ground now.
Yes. Yeah. But let me reiterate some things before we continue the conversation. Let us not forget that this started from the comparisons between Wizkid and Fela and Kuti, where the Wizkid FCs were saying that Wizkid is the new Fela and is bigger than Fela Kuti. So that's when Seun Kuti now started all this series of Instagram lives and tweets and whatnot, saying, stop comparing Wizkid to my father.
Yes.
And then he went on and on about since January 9 or January 19, January 9, yes.
Sorry.
And then went on and on about this.
I want to enter and say something. What do we know Seun Kuti for again?
He's an artist. He's there. Afrobeat artist.
Wait now.
Afrobeat.
Yes, not S,
Not
the one
S.
without S.
Yes, Afrobeat
When was
artist.
the last time he put out something?
Oh, he is putting out stuff.
When was the
He has.
He has a new project with Vector. Was
This
it
was
last month or
year.
last year?
This was
Yeah,
last year.
last year, last month.
He did a few collaborative
So what I
features.
want to know, where I'm going with this is, why is Seun not spending more time promoting his work? I'm not
taking any sides. This is not about being a Wizkid fan. But why is it that January just started? The year has really just begun.
Yeah, that's hot.
And we have seen so many videos, so many lives from Seun saying, "How dare you? You are literally, you have said time and time again that Wizkid FC is full of people that are not smart, they don't even know how to spell, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You are engaging these small children back and forth, over and over again. Do you not have anything better to do? Because you wouldn't have gotten to this point. I feel like, it feels like Wizkid's response came from a place of, you know what? What is it? What is it? Is it only my name? Not only me don't get name for this world. I feel like Wizkid got to that point, right? Like you would see what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw it to the audience, and we're gonna see what's happening with word on the street. And I think somebody said something when I was telling somebody. I was like, oh yeah, so like we're on the street, want to get your opinion on XYZ, this Fela and Wizkid thing. And I was like, you know, Wizkid never responds to these things. And the person was like, oh yeah, Wizkid never responds. I was like, yeah, but he did. Genuinely, my bro was shocked. He was like, what? Wizkid did what?
Casey.
Well, like we said, he doesn't usually respond. But
He just put, no,
Casey,
I don't blame Wizkid.
What do you make of this?
situation?
So first off, right, I think Wizkid not responding, I knew I was going to get to this point because Seun Kuti was really saying some things that it was really hitting hard, right? I mean, insinuated that Wizkid is kind of aware that his FCs are a machinery for oppressing people on social media, saying stuff like, oh, okay, I'm attacking you guys, and if he really cared about you people would have said something. Obviously, so 6 days of ranting, so definitely Wizkid is going to say something. And apparently, if you paid attention to Wizkid's tweets or X post, right, on that platform, he kept saying biggest bird. Biggest bird. We all know Seun Kuti to be the first person to claim the
Big Bird.
Bird
title Big Bird, right? And that was where I kind of picked up this thing. It's been going on for a while now, where FCs will come and be like, oh, there are superlatives to this thing. Big, there's biggest. I see a lot of comments, right? And I knew it was going to get to this point. So when the FC started this whole Fela comparison, I knew it was going to end with Wizkid saying something. It was too sure. And if you could follow the trends, if you look at how things have been happening in the past, Wizkid dropping a project and calling somebody out, it kind of happens in the same period. If you remember when Morayo was about to drop,
Yes.
he went for David.
Yes.
Right?
Valid.
Something with Asake is on right now.
And
They're about to drop the project.
Maybe Seun is just collateral damage.
So, you know, I personally, I don't think we've seen the last of this yet.
It keeps evolving, guys. Trust me, it is evolving. But we have to go on a quick break. But before we go on that break, you can join the conversation, all right? We're live on YouTube at New Central TV, and of course on WhatsApp. The number will be on your screen right now. Who is the biggest, Fela or Wizkid? Let us know your take on this one. We'll take a break. You're still watching Take 3. We'll be back.
Afrobeat has many stars, but only a few legends. One started a movement, another took the sound global. So today we took to the streets to ask Nigerians a very simple but loaded question. Who is the greatest, Wizkid or Fela? Here's what the streets had to say.
For our time, I would say Wizkid.
I'll say Fela for during the time he was singing. Yes, he made a lot of things easy for the new musicians. So Fela.
Wizkid.
Why?
Wizkid is a famous person and he's big.
Fela is the greatest because he's Fela. He has done everything audaciously. He has said things without being scared of repercussions.
Fela, hands down, without a doubt, Fela.
Why?
He has a lot of aura to start with. Wizkid is modern, which is good, but Fela dominated a time when there was no social media to start with, and he had so much influence through his performances alone. So it goes without saying, Fela.
I grew up knowing Fela as a great artist and musician. I believe Fela is more, entertaining, more artistic, more talented than Wizkid.
I'll say Wizkid.
Why?
I don't know Fela. Fela died 29 years ago. I was not around when Fela was still singing.
I would say Fela, but then that would be me being biased based on the fact that, maybe he set the tone for what's happening in the Nigerian music industry currently, or maybe Afrobeats in general?
I would choose Fela.
Why is that?
My generation grew up listening to Fela.
Okay.
And there's been nothing before him on the Nigerian musical scene. And I don't think there will ever be any like him. I say it's called Abba Mieda, the weird one.
So in the next 50 years, who do you think people will be listening to?
I think probably person who is reigning actually.
Next 50 years, definitely Wizkid. Because right now people don't really listen to Fela's music anymore. Most they do is maybe just like sample his beats and some other things.
I think Wizkid, but Fela remains relevant, very relevant in the next 50 years, but Wizkid because of the timeline.
In the next 50 years, people still listen to Fela now, even though he's late. In fact, his music is talking about what is happening now. Because then, when I was a kid, I remember he would say, Akalanko, 20 kobo for now. People were like, it won't get to that price. But what he said then about our system, about our government, about everything, that's what is currently happening now.
Fela is old gen and Wizkid is new gen. In the next 50 years, people will still continue listening to Wizkid.
I would still say Fela. Yes, a lot of timeless things he has done. He sang about like he protested, fought the power kind of thing. So yeah.
Fela's music is timeless. Again, if you look at it, you can credit it to him as being the originator of Afro pop or Afro genre, if you want to. So there is no way you're going to talk about the Nigerian musical scene in perpetuity that Fela's name won't come into the scene. Wizkid is, for his time, he's good, but Fela transcends all.
So there you have it. We've heard the streets. Now over to you. What defines greatness in music? You guys, I'm telling you, I was very surprised at the way this poll turned out, right? Because we hit the streets to hear what Nigerians had to say. And some people were very passionate, and some people defended their faves with their full chest. So I want to put you on the spot.
Yeah?
Well,
one of the greatest of all
Make our
time.
guest answer first. Who's the greatest? What do you think?
the greatest?
Who is the greatest?
See, I know you guys will be like, oh, Casey, you're giving the political answer. But see, the truth is you have to give that kind of answer because greatest is always going to be judged by era, right? These days, back in the day, when you're making music, you were supposed to stand for something outside the music as well. Like, what are you talking about in the music? Is that what you preach outside the recording studio and whatnot? These days, it's not the same thing. With each generation, we are going further and further away from talking about socio-political issues in our music, right? Because it's not being appreciated as much compared to back then. Back then, it was a thing where you see somebody that's like the age of 25. Let me use my dad as an example, where he could enjoy a song because the artist or because the musician was talking about ills that usually happen in the society. These days, the average 25-year-old is probably not going to appreciate that. Okay. This is me being honest, right? Yeah. And it has happened with generation. Yeah, you can say that some things have changed. Maybe social media played a role. What's it called? What's that thing that they call it where people get to enjoy something? It's more instantaneous now. So people don't really have that patience to, sit through an 8-minute song. Fela had a 52-track album. 52 albums rather. And bro, who's going to make 52 albums right now? Nobody has that patience. So they want things, instant gratification. So I can't say one person is the greatest and transcends all era. But one thing I can say that you can't take away from Fela is pioneering a genre. You being seen as the father of what Nigerian music is, or the style which is Nigerian music. I don't think that is ever going to be surpassed, my personal opinion. Yes, have we had people that probably have outsold Fela? Definitely. Have we had people that probably have dropped songs that this generation can relate to more than Fela? Most definitely. But the truth is that name Fela, when you pioneer something, it's hard for people to just take it out. It's just like when people are comparing Wizkid to Fela now, there's something that this thing is doing. It's putting in the subconscious mind of people, the next time they want to compare anybody to Fela, Wizkid is the first thing that's going to come up. Whether people feel like it's deserved or not, this is one way or the other creating an impression that, when I call Fela's name, the next name that's going to come up is Wizkid.
And I mean, Olamide said something along the lines of that, if you remember.
So yeah. And I think that's what the FC want.
It's happening. Yes. It's working already. I think that's
it's working already. When you call Fela, the next person you call is Wizkid.
Because think about it, right? For every calm down that Rema is going to have, for every year that Burna Boy is going to have, what matters is what Nigerians are saying. Who Nigerians can compare with who is perceived as the greatest. And unfortunately, right, they are not using metrics or things that people can measure. They are using what people are saying. Who did people compare to Fela? You know, Fela is the greatest. Okay, if we're going to call one name that's going to go against Fela, it's Wizkid. Unfortunately, what this whole trend has set, Wizkid is the next person you're going to call after Fela, based on what people are arguing about.
Okay, because of time and how short we have it, I just wanted to put something out. Now, the issue of, I think this whole problem started with comparing two different genres.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, Afrobeat and Afrobeats are two different genres.
100%. Yeah.
You get me? And we are now putting both successful individuals at par on two different genres. It's unfair. I think it's unfair to say, okay, if you're talking about who is the biggest Afrobeats star, then you can say Wizkid because it's Afrobeats. But Afrobeat is a genre of its own.
And I don't think there's any bigger Afrobeat star.
You don't have a bigger Afrobeat star yet. His sons couldn't even do it. Seun Kuti couldn't do it.
That's why
Fela Kuti couldn't do it. That's why it is still Fela that everybody will look to. But don't you think that is a problem? The fact that even his sons could not even surpass what the father did.
Sorry, I want to say something to that.
Go on.
Even if his sons could not come that close, I don't think that should be a problem. If anything, it should point to the legendary nature and the depth of this man's gifts. Like, come on.
So I'm going to say something, right? When it comes to Fela, unfortunately, people are not going to say Fela. When people think of Fela, they're not going to think about, this song that Fela dropped, it was #1 on the Billboard.
Exactly.
What the song did, it just broke barriers for Nigerian music. They're always going to talk about Fela's activism.
It was a revolutionary.
Exactly,
no
but if you're going to
doubt.
call any Afrobeat artist right now, you're going to talk about how many streams that
I wish we could go on
10
and
billion
on
streams and whatnot. So,
about this conversation because, but I know that there is still going to be a lot to talk about by the time we get here tomorrow.
I'm sure we'll talk about it tomorrow again.
I'm sure, we definitely will. So you won't let it slide.
Yes, so you want to make it a date with us on Take 3 tomorrow, but for now, it is time for us to go. Thank you so much for catching up with us today. We'll be back tomorrow and we can't wait to see you all.
Casey, thank you for coming though. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming, Casey.
Thank you so much.
And I will say who my greatest is. My greatest is Portable.